Alright, we've created the cell here in the previous video, and now we're going to create basically the tile, which is the next part right there. So we're going to use some of the modify commands to create the tile. So if I zoom in here on the top left, you can see our cell there, and then the tile is going to be these four, and there's two ways we could do this. We could actually rotate it about that center, but I'm going to use the mirror command because this one over here is actually a mirror of that, so that means that there's a line here that acts as a mirror, and this flips across there, so as if you were looking at the mirror from this direction, you would see that. So if I select the cell that I want to mirror, it will give me the contextual tab, and I have two options for mirror. One is pick axis and one is draw axis. So I have an axis here that I've given you with the reference plane, and we can use that to pick with. So we can use the pick axis. So if I left click on mirror pick axis and then select that, it uses that as the mirror plane and it flips that across. Now once it flips it, it leaves that group selected. You can tell by the sort of selection outline there. And if I go to mirror pick axis again, I can now pick this reference plane and it will flip that one down there. If I wanted to draw a reference plane, I could. So if I did the mirror draw axis, I could pick that, and then I could just draw an axis where I wanted the mirror plane. And now I have the tile. And now what I want to do is I want to group this tile. So I'm just going to window around again by drawing from left to right, starting in white space, left clicking, holding it down, letting go, and it selects all four of those cells, and I'm going to go to group. And I'm going to create tile 1 group, and I'm going to click OK. Now, so now I have a nested group within another group, which is fine. You can do that. If I zoom out, I could copy this tile down here so we have an example of it. But once you've created a group, you can also place it. So for example, up in my Annotate tab, now that I've created that tile group, I can come over here to Detail Group, and I can place a detail group, and you'll see there's my cell and my tile. And if I pick tile, I can just place it right there. Okay, so now I have both the cell and the tile. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to array that tile to create the overall pattern. Okay,